Grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. This is a review on the Cambridge Cameo, which is this one right here. As you can see how it compares to the other sizes, the Pit Minion, Concord, Turquoise. I will do a better comparison later on in the video. Won't be a in-depth comparison on what I like better, pros and cons. I can do those as I go down the road. I will probably compare those. One thing I will say is this thing's a Pit Minion killer. Cambridge has killed their own Pit Minion. Congratulations. Okay, so it is black leather goat skin. See here, nice grain. Really nice grain to it. A little rough filling, but they break in as you go, because I know my Concord has broken in really well. So it does not boast Holy Bible on the front. It's a lot like the Pit Minion. It's a blank cover on the front. The spine reads Holy Bible, King James Version, Cambridge logo, and 5 tooled hubs. It is perimeter stitched, and it is edge lined. Goatskin cover, leather cover. The inside is a synthetic, just like you would find on the Concord. Has pretty nice red cardinal ribbons, and the ribbons are not an afterthought as were the Concord. I just have them twisted. I twist them so I can fit them in there straight, so they're not all twisted up on the page. So I did flip all the way through this Bible, from the first page of Genesis to the last map, and I found 0 inconsistencies. So this is the one for me at the moment. This is the one. From what I've seen, this is the one. This is definitely the one for personal size. There's no reason for me, unless I come across extra money in the future when I get back on my feet, to get a Skylar personal size. If I like the full size that much, I may get the personal size Skylar, but I don't see it happening right now because this is the only personal size I foresee myself needing. The Skylar boasts like 0.5. The font's like a half size bigger. It's 8.5, and this is 8. This is an 8 point. It may be 8.75, so it could be 3/4 bigger of a font. I'm not sure. All I know is it's 8.5 to 8.75. This is 8. I don't see why anybody else and if they were going personal, would need anything more than this. This is $163 as opposed to personal size for $185 in Skylar. So this is the route I'd go personally. Again, I can't speak completely because I don't have a Skylar. Skylar makes a nicer, luxurious looking Bible with all the bells and whistles. They have the gold art gilt line inside. It has the drop caps in the King James. It's endless. It's paragraph form. So if the paragraph form is something you like, definitely go with Skylar. But I mean, there's always pros and cons to each one. But to me personally, I do not see myself going for personal size Skylar anytime soon. I do, however, want to get my hands on the full size Skylar in goatskin, preferably a Credo. So that's a presentation page, just like the Pit Minion. That's just a simple presentation page, which I don't mind. A simple title page for the Holy Bible, and you have the Holy Bible and Old Testament title page with Cambridge. It will show you that it is a Cameo and self-pronouncing text. So here's the copyright page. Typeset is 8-point Petite Medieval Clarendon 1159, printed and bound in the Netherlands by Royal Youngblood. There's a 1920s font typeset. The Epistle Dedicatory. This does not include the translators to the reader for size sake, I'm sure. And you have the names and orders of all the books of the Old and New Testament with numbers of their chapters. I could get up and close and personal with these Bible reviews, get right up on the text so you guys know what you're seeing, because obviously that would be too small, but what I see with my eyes is about like that right there. Very nice and bold, no inconsistencies as the Concord has. Just to show you one page of the Concord in case you guys do not view my other reviews. Just a real quick show here. As you can see, it got really light right there. Still not bothersome. I could read the whole Bible that way because it's not horrible. It's still fairly dark. But when you compare it to itself, not so great. Again, there's a big difference in here. You'll see it is bold. To be fair, I'll get the Concord because it's not like that all the way through the Bible. There's only like maybe 6 pages that are inconsistent, and they match up a lot. As you can see, it's a very small typeset compared to the 8-9 of the Clarendon. The Concord, I'm sorry. I do like this Concord. This is the perfect size Bible almost. I've heard people say it was a regular size Bible, and I thought, well, you're crazy because this is a regular size Bible. No, this is a regular size Bible. After you get to looking through that Cameo for the last half hour, looking to make sure there's no inconsistencies, this becomes the perfect regular size Bible. As you can see, the size difference here. So this is pretty much like a normal size, like some people call it hand size Bible. I would definitely, this is personal size, but for those of you who have a pit minion, here's a comparison of those. And the typeset and stuff, the font, the boldness, much more readable. I can turn this page. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. Bear with me here. Especially when you got another Bible on top of it. So here we go. It's bigger, bolder, a lot more readable than the Pit Minion. Definitely highly recommend any of these. Pit Minion's not that bold in person. I'm just saying. I mean, it's not hard to read with my eyes, but this one's even better. So and these cross references would match more of the turquoise that they're in the text. And that does have italics, unlike the R.L. Allen Sovereign I have. You see here, F. I don't find that distracting. Some people do, so keep that in mind. Here we are, Chronicles. Take you to poetry section. Obviously, it's verse by verse. It's an old King James. There's no difference. Still verse by verse. It's not single column and special or anything. Just really classic look. This is definitely my Bible, the one for, I'm going to try to make this EDC. I don't know if I could get past the smaller type font. I'm sure I'll adjust. I adjusted to the Concord from the turquoise, and that was a big adjustment. And now I got used to the Concord. I prefer it, but I think I'll get used to this. There's no reason why this won't be my EDC. It's a lot better in the hand, more handy. Why would you not want a personal size for EDC? You can take it to church. You can take it anywhere you want with you. You can lay in bed and read it. Take it on the go. It's the same size footprint as this. To be exact, it's actually the trim size, the page size is 7 inches tall, which is 177 millimeters tall, 4.875 inches, which is 123 millimeters, and then 1.125, which is 1 1/8 inches thick, which amounts to 27 millimeters, I do believe, yeah, 27 millimeters thick. Trim size roughly is, on the cover, is 7.5 inches by 5 1/8 of an inch, or 5 1/8, and again it's 1 1/8 inch thick, according to the evangelical website. On the Bible buying guide, I think he had it right at 1 1/4 inches thick. And he measured with a ruler, so he could very well be right there. And they could be talking about, without the cover, the thickness could be of these pages, and that's probably what they're doing. They're probably taking the cover off, so that's probably 1 1/8 there. So another comparison I wanted to do real quick is the New Testament. So you go here, flip through here. These pages are thin, but although they're thin, they flip really, really super easy, guys. As you can see, the end of Malachi. Here we go. So we have the New Testament of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, translated out of the original Greek, and with the former translations diligently compared and revised by His Majesty's special command, appointed to be read in churches, with the words of Christ while upon earth printed and read. Cum privilegio. I cannot speak Latin at all. I probably just ruined that, but then the bold Cambridge University Press logo here, and again it'll show Cameo and pronouncing. So here's St. Matthew, and to compare real quick, again, like I said, these are not going to be really thorough comparisons by any means, but we will go with the turquoise, because it is as well red letter in the New Testament. As you can see there, the title pages are somewhat comparable. This one just has the shield logo on it. This one doesn't. It does down here to Cambridge, so I guess you can say technically it does. So we'll go to Matthew 6 and 7, right? Roughly that area, because of the Beatitudes in that area. They will have more red. This is a beautiful red, guys. They actually match a lot in red. The only difference you're going to see is the fact that this is more of a large print Bible, even in the hand. This is what I consider a regular sized Bible, but it is tall. It's nearly 10 inches tall, right at 10 inches tall. So it's more of a large print. After you've compared to 3, this is more of a regular size, the Concord, as you can see. And then you have, this is more of a large print. Great for people with eyesight that may struggle with the small print. I would highly recommend the turquoise. This is the same font size as the Skylers, and I think it's a lot more readable, only because there's a lot of room there. But as you can see, the red on the Cameo almost looks more of a blood red. It may be a hair, but side by side, there's a lot of comparison there. They look a lot alike. The only difference is this is small and it's really super bold. So this ends up turning out to look more of a rust color and this more of a blood red. I actually find I'm preferring this blood red. It looks really good with the black verse. The black verse numbers are still, it's retaining that, and it has the red. It's just very aesthetically pleasing. And again, no inconsistencies. I looked for inconsistencies in the red letter too, and there were none, zero. And it's just a pleasure to read. Very minimal ghosting. You're going to see more ghosting with the camera than you do with the naked eye. Obviously, you're going to see it worse in the center column reference where there is no writing. I've looked through and I did not notice a lot of line matching necessarily, as much so as they look like they tried to do it in the Concord a lot and with the turquoise. This is matched up better. It's just, it's not really line matched. It goes off a little bit. It's not perfect line match. If this was perfectly line matched, it'd be completely perfect Bible, but right now it's already perfect the way it is, because as you can clearly tell by looking, this is just a beautiful font, you guys. If you're looking at a personal Bible, look no further than the Cambridge Cameo. Absolutely. I'm rattling on once again just to show you what you're getting, because this is what you're getting and you cannot beat this. If the bold, some people don't care for bold. I mean, obviously then you want to go look at Skylar or somebody like that. But the personal size and this is the one right now. This is the one. I don't get a Bible to mark in. I did mark in my Concord. I will not mark in my turquoise. That is my pride and joy. That turquoise is just so supple. So it goes like most supple to least supple at the moment. The Concord is broken real well. A lot of that has to do with synthetic liner, and that's being authentic leather. This is actually calf split, I do believe, so it's real supple and soft, whereas this is a synthetic liner, so but with goat skin on the outside. So again, just look at this red to black contrast. I'm not a red letter fan, so that says a lot about this Bible and with the turquoise, because these two Bibles are the only red letters I've ever cared for. Skylar does a great job with her red letter, so don't let that deter you. It's just preference. This, to me, Cambridge killed it. They killed their pit minion. They really did, guys. I know there's still people out there that would rather carry a pit minion. To me, I don't know why. Because they have red letter pit minions, but that's not the reason. Look. Why would you not want to be able to read? It's the same footprint, guys. It's thicker, a hair thicker, but it's the same footprint. So, I mean, I don't know why anybody would want to struggle to see a print. Like Cambridge just killed their own pit minion. But again, I think the Cameo, I'm almost positive the Cameo was out first. It was back in the 1920s, so just look at that red letter. I'm just letting the video run and revel in the text, and the red letter will get closer. Just beautiful. And Jesus said unto them, "Come ye after me, and I will make you to become fishers of men." Quite a good verse to land on there for a quick reference. And we get back into the back where there's black letter again. No inconsistencies again, guys. None, zero, not even in the concordance. Amazing, 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 amazing. I'm going through the concordance here to show you the ending of that. Quite an extensive concordance in this little guy. Again, you won't have as much as you do with the Concords. You won't have the glossary and the Bible dictionary and all of those fancy little things, but the concordance is quite extensive at 139 pages. Very readable. Very, very readable. Very bold. And then you get into your Cambridge Bible maps, the Bible map index to maps, color coded, newer, and again, prefer these maps. These and the Concord both have a matte finish, whereas the turquoise has a glossy finish. Then anyway, guys, that was my review on, and quite an extensive review, I would say, on the Cameo. Same footprint, like I said, a little bit thicker, nearly, and even half the size. It's thinner. The Pit Minion isn't. It's not twice as big. It's bigger, but it's not same size footprint. Look at that. Just a hair on the cover. As for the pages, right at the same, but the cover maybe a hair more on the yap. Nothing wrong with that. Plus this is cardstock, like a cardstock in there on their goat skin. On the Pit Minion, it's real stiff, paste down. That's all you're gonna get. Whereas you're gonna get edge line, perimeter stitch in the Cameo. I don't know why you wouldn't spend the 60 extra bucks and go with this. This is gonna be my everyday carry, and we'll do follow-ups on all these guys, and we'll do comparisons, differences, especially probably between this and the Pit Minion and this and the Concord. Which ones I like better. You really can't compare it to a giant print Bible like the turquoise. It's just not giant, large, I would say. It's just beautiful Bible. All of these are beautiful, guys. Cambridge is just, oh, they're the classic. And I will never probably give anybody else a better title than Cambridge. Except for, like I said, I do want one Schuyler. I want the Schuyler Canterbury full-size Credo. If I ever get my hands on that, I think I'd be done Bible collecting. Again, I hope you enjoy my reviews. I love you guys. God bless, and thank you for watching.